basically within my installations, I'm thinking about what they're going to feel like. And I think in abstract work, one thing that people don't realize is it's all about what's happening inside of you as a responder and as a viewer. My name's Kennedy Yanko, and I'm a sculptor and painter. I feel as an artist, like my biggest struggles that come up are just always getting over the hump to the next step. You know, like it's kind of like creating a new project. There's a cyclical nature to like what you're doing. There's the beginning where you're like conceiving it and thinking about it, and there's a lot of blocks there. And then there's the building of it, not knowing like what's going to happen next, and there's the blocks there. And then there's this kind of the climactic moment of when it's installed and it's ready to go and you get to share it. And I think, you know, that frustrating part in between of not really knowing what's going on is definitely challenging for me. Step one for a feel for was really about what I cared about and what I wanted to think about and what I wanted people to hear about. And that somehow manifested its way into materials. So when I was first figuring it out, I had no idea what it was going to look like. I had a couple of different like SketchUps. The brick auditorium has these beautiful stairs that were kind of reminiscent of the Mexican aqueducts. And I was thinking of like creating something about being a source of providing, something that would provide to a community and provide to people. Moss was something that had kind of made its way into my studio. So I'll get a material in my studio, or I'll be thinking about something and it will sit there for months. But it became a really perfect opportunity for moss. So the tin ceiling comes from the tenement buildings on the Lower East Side, and they were kind of considered something that would elevate a space or make, you know, a home more elite. The tin ceiling is representative of a white picket fence, or this idea of like how one should present themselves in life. The moss and the water bring this idea of the life force, of this place, this internal place of how you're navigating through things. And it's actually overgrowing onto the tin. And I think that anytime there's like an overwhelming amount of deprivation, it's going to come out in a really ugly way. So the moss is kind of just working its way through that, because it's going to come out sooner or later, you know, and it might not be so pretty. The structure is about like eliminating the structure. Instead of creating our world and our lives around the institution, let's create the institution around ourselves and like what we need. It's about responding to us. I certainly feel that there's a signature that weaves its way through all my pieces. Even if there's not a skin on it, or if there's not a particular shape that it takes on, I think every artist has their own flavor. You know, if you take two artists that are doing something really similar, they're still going to taste completely different.